In this tutorial we'll be covering a little bit about lighting and how to make a light flicker. So what we're going to do first is we're going to create a simple point light, and let's just drag it over here. If you guys see, I created my own new floor texture just so we could test out the lighting a little bit better. So we'll set this to green. Actually, I might change this to 50. And then for our flickering light script, it's pretty much like all our other scripts we've been making. Activate this function and go through an infinite loop. Every second, adjust the game object's light intensity, which is this intensity. So when it's set to 1, it's how it is now. And when intensity is set to 0, that means it's turned off. So that will give it the effect of how to make a light flicker. So if we throw that on there, we don't even have to do anything to it. As you can see, the light will turn on and off. And you can do this for a bunch of different lights. You could actually show you something real quick. We can create a game object for all lights, and then we can take this light and throw it into there, duplicate. Oh, one other thing, you want to set render mode to important. That way lights will blend together and it'll show the correct lighting. Because if you see what happened there a second ago, when there are two lights on top of each other, it canceled them both out and it made it a blank area with no lights, which is something that we don't want if you're setting up lighting for a scene. So we'll just go through and make a couple of different lights around here. And if you guys want in the script, you can change the intensity to whatever you want in the code. You could set it up as a variable and change that so you can adjust them for each light in case you want multiple intensity. For each different light, you can just adjust them in here if they are if you just have any variable set up. So yeah, now we have 4 different lights that will flicker on and off. One other thing that you guys might like to do is go into, no, we don't want build and run, render settings, and there's an ambient light setting, and this is pretty much the light for your entire scene, kind of what your scene gives off for lighting. So you can crank it up, which will make everything brighter, and crank it down to make it really dark. You can adjust it to give it a different tint if you want to change the entire lighting in your scene. And it'll give your scene a whole different feel. So that's probably all we're going to cover for lighting in this tutorial. In other tutorials, I'm going to teach you guys how to make a light fade in and out, and possibly teach you guys about the different types of lights and some other cool effects you can achieve using different types of lighting.